The court is going to find you guilty. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. With regards to punishment, state, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking for the 10 years in prison.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, I ask that he be sent, continued on probation and sent to ISF for a period of time to get his thoughts together.
The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you up.
Okay, guys, this is really crazy. We have a defendant in court who will soon find out if he will be released on probation or sentenced to the full 10 years in prison. This man caused an accident that left his passengers gravely injured, and then he simply bailed them out. The law doesn't play around with things like that. After all, leaving the scene of an injury crash is a felony, and the judge isn't trying to impress today. What do you guys think? Will he get away with it, or will this be the moment that his life will never be the same? If you guys enjoy dramatic courtroom drama, be sure to like and subscribe. Let's go into where all of this originated here.
You're charged with failure to stop and render aid, serious bodily injury. That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you have a car accident and your go-to is to leave. Why would you leave a car accident?
Everybody had left and I just left myself.
Well, no, everybody didn't leave because there were two people remaining in the car, trapped, and somebody had to help them out. So why would you leave injured people behind in the vehicle?
I was one of those people injured in the car. And then I got out. They held me up and then I walked home.
Okay, this is not where he's going to pretend he wasn't driving, is it?
We're pleading no contest, Your Honor.
Okay. So again, why would you leave someone behind in a vehicle that's injured?
You got out. Did you go to where they were sitting in the curb and speak with you?
No.
Okay.
No. Did you call for help for anyone? Why not?
Just being ignorant.
You see, let me just tell you what I know about life from my time on the planet. And I think I can say this because I have more of my life behind me than in front of me.
Yes.
Is that big things somehow ends up snowballing for young people into bigger things. Number one, there shouldn't have been any speeding. Number two, nobody should have taken any drinks and driven. And number three, if there's an accident, you call somebody. If you would have stayed and helped, if you would have called somebody, guess what? We wouldn't be here for a failure to stop and render aid. So how are you getting around town without driving?
I take the bus. I'll walk if I have to. I have a daughter that I have to support. So
How old is your daughter?
she just turned 1, March 13th.
Are you and the mother together or no?
Sort of. We talk. We're not married, so we don't live together.
How far did you go in school?
I stopped at 11th grade.
Why?
Just struggling with my family.
What does that mean?
Like, I have to take care of my little brothers sometimes, most of the time, because my mom is just not healthy. So I'm really like their dad, and I'm always there to help them out and stuff like that. So
What do you mean she's not helping? Where is she?
she lives with her mom. Yeah, she lives with my grandmother.
And so how old is your little brother?
My little brother, he's 13.
So where is your little brother living?
He lives with me with my uncle.
So was Child Protective Services involved?
Yeah, they're talking to my mother right now. So there's a case, I think, that's open with my mother.
So what are you planning on doing for the rest of your life? Are you going to be working at Bohannon's or are you doing something else?
No, I was gonna work at Bohannon's for a little bit until I get my own apartment, and then get my GED and eventually try to join into the military with my friend.
So this dude who caused the disaster is out here telling the judge he wants to turn his life around, join the military, and basically become a hero or something. I mean, nice story, but let's not forget he left his passengers behind after seriously injuring them. That's not exactly a role model move, right? The law isn't about second chances, it's about accountability, and a felony hit and run with injuries can land you up to a decade. If we're being honest, many people have messed up childhoods, and they don't go around pulling stunts like this. Your past may explain your choices, but it's definitely not a get-out-of-jail-free card, especially when you're putting lives at risk. Do you think the judge is buying the Saab story, or is he about to face the full 10 years?
Well, I always tell people you can't keep saying you're gonna, because you're gonna wake up and 5 years of your life will have passed you by. You understand? Cats 1 and 2, was there some sort of theft involved? Is there a reason for cats 1 and 2?
The case that was TIC was a burglary of a habitation, Judge.
All right, so here's the thing about burglary of habitations, right? I haven't been presented with any evidence, so I don't know what it says. But what I do know is that entering people's homes without their permission, it's going to end up resulting in one or two things for you. One, it's going to end up being a prison trip. And burglary of habitations, range of punishment is 2 to 20 years. Or either you're going to break into somebody's home and you're going to be shocked to find that they are at their home, and you may end up being shot or killed. And you know what people are going to say? It was justified. You're in somebody's home, you're not supposed to be. So I'm going to put down cats 1 and 2, but I can give you cats 1 and 2 course in 2 minutes. Don't take what does not belong to you, which people should have learned in preschool. And when you go to someone's home, only go if you're invited, and then when they ask you to leave, leave. Life is so simple, people make it so much difficult than it has to be. So cats 1 and 2. And the MRT, which is supposed to teach you right from wrong, which again, you should learn that in preschool, right? If everybody would treat others the way they would like to be treated, you will need the MRT course. So remember that as you're taking that course. I'm going to want him tested for levels. And those levels need to start going down. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, so now the judge is bringing one of the crash victims into the Zoom hearing, and this is about to get even more intense. This girl has lifetime injuries because of what happened, and honestly, I feel really bad for, can you imagine having your life change forever because somebody just decided to be reckless? The law takes victim impact incredibly seriously in cases like this. It's actually a factor that can swing sentence big time. And let me know in the comments what you guys think about this case so far. Let's delve in to see what she has to say.
Ms. Pettis has some words to say to you. I require that everyone treat everyone with respect, so just listen and internalize what he's saying. You may proceed.
After everything, I don't think that you should be in prison or, but I did suffer injuries that are like for a lifetime. I just want you to understand that because I did go through all of that, you do deserve to go through some kind of consequence. Did I cut off?
Yes, you did.
They keep calling me that, so I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all I have to say. But I do forgive you. Like, it happened. It's been a long time already, but I just didn't, I hope you just know where I'm coming from, James.
All right, thank you so much. Do you all need to speak with her?
I don't believe so. We have contact. We can talk to Ms. Pettis after this. Thank you, Ms. Pettis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, probation will go over conditions with you.
All right, so here's the deal. The judge's decision to sentence this man to probation the first time around was, honestly, a good one, given that the alternative was 10 years in prison. However, wait, because this is the last time we'll see him in the next clip. This guy is back in court, and guess what? He flatly refused to participate in his probation. How do you mess up the one chance you were given to avoid serious time? The judge is about to rip into him, and trust me, it's going to get heated. I actually thought probation was a fair decision the first time. After all, it gives people a chance to turn their lives around without going straight to prison. And it's meant to be a second chance fairly much, especially since the victim was fairly lenient and stated that she forgave him. It's a test, and if you fail it, you're staring at the full 10 years. You are hoping to avoid, like, what's the thinking process here? Just wing it and hope the court forgets. But let's go ahead and dig into this very heated sentencing because the judge looks ready to lose.
Are you the same James Madrone who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2437 for the offense of failure to stop and render aid serious bodily injury on March 21st, 2022 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, sir. James Madrone did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January and December 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
State?
Your Honor, we waived the other violations alleged in the motion.
No objection.
All right. Mr. Madrone, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, I understand.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
It's not, Your Honor. We're going open. We are asking for the 10 years, Your Honor. I believe the defense might be heard on it.
All right. Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting that he be placed on probation, that he be given weekly UAs and intense supervision. Basically, Judge, this was a lot dealing with financial issues. He has 2 small children that he was responsible for, living with his grandmother at the time. He's now presently employed. I believe he has the resources now to continue taking drug testing and support his children. So I think basically, Judge, if we give him weekly UAs and ISF and put him back, not ISF, but intense supervision, that he's able to complete the probation successfully. You have anything to add, James?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
James Bradford.
All right. It says here that you didn't talk to the manager and you left when asked to stay in the lobby by the probation officer.
Your Honor, I was, my grandmother, thankful for her that she helped me with my burdens when I had to do these reports and everything, and she would have my kids in the car while I'll be reporting. So at that time, I really didn't have too much time to be there due to my being responsible for 2 children. So that was just that at that time. That was it.
Okay. That doesn't make sense to me. Your grandmother is helping you with your children.
Yes.
And how old are your children?
3 and 1.
All right. So she's helping you with the 3 and 1 year old. So you're telling me your grandmother drives you to see your probation officer
Yes.
and then says, I can't wait.
Yes, Your Honor.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's just like I have real no support, really none. It's just me out there.
All right. So your grandmother is not supporting you.
Well, in a way she is.
I don't know about you guys, but this guy is out here saying that he ditched his probation officer because he needed to pick up his kids, okay? Then he started saying that his grandma was helping him, but then he completely backtracked and said that he's getting no help at all. What do you guys think? Does this even sound believable to you? I mean, probation isn't some casual suggestion. It's literally the court saying, do this or you're going to prison. And instead of keeping his story straight, this guy is acting as though the judge will buy anything he says. If I were the judge right now, I'd be side-eyeing him. Do you think he's just panicking, or does he really think this is a strong defense? Let's dive back in.
In a way.
All right. And then it says that they tried to have virtual meetings with you and you kept rescheduling and they allowed you to reschedule it and reschedule it and reschedule it.
Again, I had financial burdens.
So you didn't have a cell phone?
No.
You couldn't get a ride via bus?
Your Honor, My grandma lived in Leon Valley and then she moved over there by Lackland Air Force Base. And I did not have reliable transportation. And
Oh, no, I know for a fact that there's transportation by via for Lackland.
Oh.
And you know how I know there is that? Because one time I made a mistake and got on the looper, which I believe is the 510, and it takes you all around the city. And I was like, wow, this is where the bases are.
yes, but where I had to report was over there by 1604 in Bandera, which,
Via.
yes, Your Honor. They canceled that bus route. I know it sounds like if I'm making it up or not, but yes, they did cancel that bus route for that reason. That drive was very, very extreme.
Did you pick up the phone, call probation and say, hey, this
Yes,
is
Your
where
Honor.
I am? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other questions?
Mr. Madrone, my name is Hank Wilkins. If I ask anything you don't understand, just let me know and I'll try and rephrase it, okay? Do you know the last time you reported?
The last time I reported was
This year?
yes.
It was this year? So would you respond to when the probation thinks the last time you reported is November? Did you ever do the CATS theft course?
No.
Did you do the CATS 2 theft course?
No.
Did you do the moral recognition therapy?
No.
Did you do anything on probation?
I had parenting classes that were available online, which I did do, and it waived over my community service.
I'm sorry to interrupt. How can you do the parenting classes online,
They
but
were
you
for
can't
free.
report? No, but you can't report to probation online. Explain that to me.
I did report to probation online every time I had a Zoom meeting. And when it was in person, it was hard for me to be able to report due to my lack of transportation.
Do you remember telling probation in January of this year, they're not going to do anything?
No.
Do you remember telling them, I know the judge will reinstate me?
No.
This man is so dishonest. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but everything. About him screams guilty, the body language, the awkward pauses, the way he's stumbling over his statements. It's giving I totally said that, but I'm going to pretend I didn't. And then he has the nerve to claim that probation won't do anything, bro. Probation is literally the one thing standing between you and 10 years in prison. This dude is such an idiot. It's actually almost impressive. What would you guys do if you were the judge here? I mean, the guy probably thought the judge was just going to forget all about him, like, oh yeah, probation violation, no big deal. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's not how the system works. You mess up, they reel you back in, and this judge looks like they're about to teach it May lesson. He'll never forget. Let's dive in. And now we're about to see the sentencing here.
You understand that when you pled to this offense, that's a third-degree felony, right? You're looking at up to 10 years in prison.
Yeah, I do understand. Yes, I understand.
And you knew that, and you still didn't do these conditions of probation, right? You didn't do the
No.
moral recognition therapy?
Not that I had faced financial burdens, so I did not have support from the mother of my children. She was attending school at the time, but now I have a reliable job. I have the means to prove to the court that I could be responsible in finishing my term.
Seems like the easiest thing to do would be to report, though. You didn't report at all this year, right?
No, because she said that she was going to file a motion to revoke, and I had said that, okay, that we have to do what we have to do. That's simple. That's what I had said in that response.
I pass the way, strong.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Probation. Was there any restitution for Elise Perez and Kimberly Soto? All right. So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. With regards to punishment, state, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking for the 10 years of prison. This is a third-degree felony. This is a SBI, Your Honor. Some other cases were taken into consideration of this plea. The defendant had opportunities to plead in the position. He didn't do much of anything on probation. I was trying to get some more information today. None of the answers are very satisfying. So we're asking for 10 years from prison.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, I asked that he be sent, continued on probation and sent to ISF for a period of time to get his thoughts together. Be able to get out on the street and be a productive member of society and also a father for his 2 children.
All right. Oh, yes. You wanted to add something?
May I address the question?
Sure.
Yes, I would like to say that I would like to suggest no tolerant probation where I may be supervising weekly UAs that do not use drugs
Mhm.
and or an outpatient program, intense outpatient programs that I can prove to the court where I can be responsible in completing my probation successfully.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you will sentence you to 8 years in the prison. There's to be no unsupervised contact with the minors. Court will give you credit for any time served, and the court will request the therapeutic community. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right. You do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Do you understand? All right. Good luck to you. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. I can't force them to place you in the therapeutic community. You'll have to request that. And then it's completely up to them whether or not they place you in the therapeutic community.
Your Honor, what was the consequence again?
Oh, you're going to prison for 8 years.
I'm going to prison for 8 years,
Yes.
and that's the done deal.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. I think that 8 years is a long sentence. Consider where you were 8 years ago. I honestly can hardly recall anything from that time. Do you think